Yo, I can't believe we back. The rotation is back. Yay, round of applause, round of applause. I want to welcome everyone back to the Rotation podcast. It's been a while. I'm not joined, unfortunately, by my co-host, Alex Valdez, who is currently right now in Kansas City, Missouri, working as, yes, you guessed it, a correctional officer. So Alex cannot be here right now. We might be on episode 9, 8, or something like that. It's been a while, guys. It really has been a while. So much has gone on since the last episode of Rotation. Like I just told you, Alex Valdez is no longer out here. He's in Kansas City, Missouri. He'll be out here soon, though. Word is, I got from Silverback, our reporter on the field, Silverback, had let me know that Alex Valdez will be back soon. So we'll see you soon, Al, and we'll get some episodes in. But so much has gone on, so much has passed, so much this and that I have to fill in our listeners on my thoughts and stuff like that on certain current events that's been going on. I mean, the presidential debate is crazy. Since we last spoke, Donald Trump is running for president. Deadpool's come out. More video games has come out. The Division, Just Cause 3. Drake's Uncharted is scheduled to come out later March, so very soon. Kobe's final year. Kobe's going to be retiring this NBA season. That's how long it's been. I'm like, no, like this nigga can't go on the way. It's Kobe final year. Like, nigga, we've been to that. But yo, like, this is how long it's been since the episode of Rotation. So, we're gonna get into all that. Before we start, I want to send many blessings and love to my brother Troy, who's out in the Philippines pursuing his hoop dreams. Troy, welcome. Troy, we'll see you soon. Good luck out there, brother. You're gonna kill it. Head over to BYAW Life. Yes, since the last time we spoke, the Beyond Aware website wasn't up, but it is up now. www.byawlife.com, all one word, BYAW Life. You'll see the Noah James collab tee, the Litstones tee is up for sale. And we just had like a nice little a 5-year anniversary drop. So big ups to Brandon and Arlie for putting that together. It's just me right now. It's just me and you guys, man. And I guess we could dive into the more recent. I guess we can't go back too far, but this is a dear topic for me since I grew up a Lakers fan. Like there's no other basketball team you could be a fan of in my family other than the Lakers. Kobe's last rodeo, the farewell tour. I don't want to say Kobe's this generation's Michael Jordan, because Kobe is Kobe Bryant. He did things a lot different from Michael Jordan. Of course, they did something similar. That's where the whole comparing Kobe to Michael Jordan thing comes from. They did something similar, but Kobe was Kobe. Kobe was Kobe for me. When I was young, you got to understand, Michael Jordan retired in 98. Of course, he came back. So when I was young, I saw Michael Jordan play for as long as I've been watching basketball since around 95. Remember watching basketball. So I only got to see Michael Jordan play for 3 years, and I didn't get to see him that often. We were watching Laker games. We didn't catch Bull games like that. We didn't have WGN. I don't even know what WGN was, a network in 1995. But usually when I saw Michael Jordan play basketball, it was very rare. And if it was on a Sunday on Channel 4, NBC. If you're a basketball fan, you know that sound. And Bob Costas was the play-by-play announcer. And Charles Barkley, or who, not even Charles Barkley, whatever player retired a couple years before that was probably the analyst, along with Bob Costas calling the games. I really don't know, but of course I'm a Stu Lance and Chick Hearn guy to the death, so I really don't know any other announcers like that really, but it was Bob Costas and whoever was the popular analyst announcer at the time. And that's the only time I would see Michael Jordan play. You know, those Sundays after church, And you gotta think, we didn't come home right after church. We go grocery shopping or hit hometown buffet or hit the mall or something like that. So I really need to see Michael Jordan play that much anyway. So it's definitely, when people say, oh, he's this generation's Michael, Kobe's this generation's Michael Jordan. Well, Kobe's Kobe for me. Kobe's the greatest player I've ever seen, the most entertaining player I've ever seen. His intentions every game were to seek and destroy, command and conquer. Violent, ferocious, clutch, big time. No moment was too big. No player was safe. No team was safe. No coach was safe. His own teammates weren't safe. The wrath of Kobe Bryant is what I'm gonna remember the most. The resiliency of Kobe Bryant is what I'm gonna remember the most. The focus, the determination, the hard work is what I'm gonna remember the most. So this year's farewell tour, it's huge. It's huge, especially if you're a Kobe Bryant or Lakers fan. And everyone who loves basketball should be a Kobe Bryant fan. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like the guy, but if you were a Charlotte Bobcats fan, if you were I'm thinking of all the teams that, those teams, those small market teams. If you were an Indiana Pacers fan, when Oklahoma City first became Oklahoma City. Before that, of course, they were the Seattle Supersonics. If you were a Timberwolves fan, a Minnesota Timberwolves fan, and most of the time when Kobe was in his prime, those teams weren't doing so well. Those were the losing teams in the NBA, with losing records, always getting in a lottery draft pick. You didn't really have much to look forward to your season. What you had to look forward to was when Kobe Bryant came to town, and he might drop 60. He might drop 50. He might drop 40, 10, and 10. He might drop 80. So I'm almost sure as an NBA fan, and your team wasn't that good, you looked and see, okay, when's Kobe Bryant coming to town? And I'm pretty sure almost every NBA fan felt that way. You don't have to like him. When Lakers played the Knicks, I'm sure every Knicks fan was like, all right, man, fuck Kobe. You got no time for this nigga, fuck Kobe, blah, blah. But when he hit the court and started doing all that shit, and New York is a basketball, the mecca of basketball, people appreciated it. So it's good to see that the NBA is soaking it all in. The farewell tour, they're doing this all for him. All the teams he's going to go play when he's on the road, all the teams that have a tribute for him. And people are reacting way better than I thought. You know what I mean? Like, Kobe wasn't that really a personable guy. He stayed hidden away. Really didn't involve himself that much with anybody, media or his team. He was all about the game of basketball, and I think that's what some people are starting to respect now, because Kobe, you gotta understand, he came out of high school when when his rookie year, a lot of Lakers fans are like, why did we get this kid? Like, why did we get rid of Vlade Divac for Kobe Bryant? And those people right now, I'm pretty sure, are either still slapping themselves for thinking that, or whatever they're doing. They're probably working at Denny's or some shit right now. But yeah, a lot of fans in LA were like, why do we have this 17-year-old kid? Like, okay, you know what I mean? Why would we get rid of Vlade Divac, who was an exceptional player and very valuable to the Lakers, especially during that time? But the great Jerry West made a call. It sucks that people in LA doubted him at the time, but I mean, I can kind of see it. Vlade Divac, like I said at the time, was a very, very exceptional center. Could play. Some may say he's a Hall of Famer. Who knows? So he was very exceptional. But Jerry West saw something in Kobe Bryant, and Laker fans to this day should be still, if they're not already, thanking Jerry West for bringing Kobe to Los Angeles. But his rookie year, Kobe wasn't people were like, oh, okay, he averaged 8 points a game, and he had those couple air balls in Utah, and the Lakers couldn't beat Utah. Those were our formidable foes in the West. Everyone in the West, for that matter, just couldn't beat Carmelo, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, and those boys. So, we were, who is this kid from Lower Merion High School in Philly, and he knows how to speak 5 languages. Like, okay, like what could he do on a basketball court? But Kobe is probably the model for hard work. Coming back next season and being an all-star at the age of 18. Michael Jordan telling you have all the tools to be the next me. You need to work hard. You need to go in. None of this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I want to make sure the NBA is in the good hands. You guys are coming in younger and younger. Don't fuck this game up. Kobe took it as a challenge to himself. Like, yo, the GOAT believes in me. Let me go ahead and hit the gym and shoot 1,000 jump shots a day and dribble with my left hand 2 hours a day. And, in his game, it showed. Kobe, they say he has some of the best footwork of all time. He's all defensive team player, all pro. We all know the accolades. MVP, 5-time NBA champion, 90-time All-Star. We all know. So, with all that said, Kobe, you are the GOAT to me. Greatest player I've ever seen play the game of basketball. I'm pretty sure there will never be another Kobe Bryant. So the best of luck to you these last 20 some odd games of the NBA season. Now, on to, I guess you could say, movies. I don't know if everyone's seen Deadpool, but that was this year's biggest movie, 2016. Deadpool shattered records. Came out on Valentine's Day, shattered every Valentine's Day record for opening weekend. Any record you could think of for Valentine's Day or just probably opening weekend. Deadpool did it all. I saw Deadpool. Only saw it once. I saw Star Wars way more times than I saw Deadpool. Star Wars was just, I don't know what I liked about Star Wars so much. Of course, the fact it being Star Wars, but it's J.J. Abrams was a director. Of course, you had Princess Leia come back and Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Chewie. R2-D2, C-3PO, the usual suspects made their appearances, but of course it's a whole new, younger, fresh, vibrant cast. But I don't know why, I really love Star Wars. I really love Deadpool. I thought Deadpool was the best Marvel movie adaptation. Of course, I'm going to go with Captain America. I think Captain America is the best Marvel adaptation to me. That's just to me personally. Of course, anyone can have their own opinion. We all know how that goes, but Captain America is the best Marvel movie adaptation to me. But Deadpool is right. It's right there. If you don't know Deadpool, he's definitely Marvel's quirkiest character. He doesn't take himself seriously at all. Witty, funny, huge shit talker, and it gets him in trouble a lot, comic books and even also in the movie. He's the anti-hero, you know what I mean? Just for the people who don't know Deadpool, haven't seen the movie. So Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool in the Wolverine Origins movie. Of course, they did it wrong in that movie, but he'd been wanting to do this movie for years. He loves the character, and he was meant to play Wade Wilson. He was meant to play Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool, not Green Lantern. He wasn't born to play Hal Jordan. We all know how that transpired, but there's some actors who are just meant to play a role. And Ryan Reynolds was meant to play Deadpool. There's no doubt about it. There's no way around it. He was meant for this role, and him and his team, who convinced Fox and let them make this movie, they killed this shit, man. Like Deadpool is a great action comedy superhero film. Like great, 10 out of 10. There really was nothing wrong with it. I admit I never read Deadpool comics like that. Of course I know who Deadpool is, but it's by being a superhero fanboy, you know, in itself. But I know of Deadpool, know him. Not to say I didn't read any Deadpool comics, but I wasn't like, I'm not the diehard Deadpool fan, like know every single thing about him, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I know what I know, and the movie, of course, gives you its own backdrop, own story. You know what I'm saying? The origins of Deadpool. That's basically what this movie was, and it was good to go, man. Like it exceeded my expectations. I'm pretty sure it exceeded everyone else's. That's why it did so well. But the how they led up to the movie, I feel like I don't know. I don't want to go on a limb and say Ryan Reynolds and his team or whatever took the Kevin Hart approach as far as like out promoting your movie everywhere possible, because Kevin Hart's been doing that like these last 3 years since he's been coming out with his movies, and they seem to work in his favor, being heavily involved on social media, going city to city, small towns, huge towns, just going into a Waffle House, blah blah blah. Kevin Hart will promote his movies and they will do good. That's why he releases them so many times. Also, because there's a demand for his movie, because those people he got to touch, he got to touch them and they got to see him, got to see what kind of guy he was. So, hey, they're going to go support his movies and hope he makes more. And that's kind of the approach Ryan Reynolds took. He was everywhere. He embraced the Daredevil character, was always in a suit, doing these little internet, these little videos, these little spoofs. He did the Kanye West rant when Kanye West had the rant on SNL. He recreated it with Deadpool. It was hilarious. So he embodied the character and took it from outside the theater and before leading up to the movie's release and did these little TV spots here and there as Deadpool, as Wade. So that was dope, and I think that actually helped too, because that let people understand, like, okay, for the people who didn't know who Deadpool was, the smart people out there, they probably thought like, okay, he is supposed to be this kind of funny anti-hero guy, not taking, like I said before, not taking himself too seriously. And they got the picture. They got it. They understood, and it made people want to check it out. Like, how will this work? And it was rated R, which helped too. Now, that leads to what I have to say about the movie as far as it being rated R. When I went to the movie theater, I saw it with the squad. You know, anyone who knows me, you know who the squad is. I don't have to go through the list. But of course, there were people. There were families, mothers. There were dads, maybe grandparents who took younger kids there because of the Marvel title. Now, people listen carefully. If a Marvel movie is rated R, but you're going for, oh, it's Marvel, it's going to be like Happy Thor with his hammer and Happy Hulk, and you know, and Marvel, they do it to themselves because, you know, the Marvel Lego games and the Marvel sippy cups and birthday plates and shit like that. I understand. I get it, of course, blah, blah, blah. Not to stray off too much off subject, but the movie said rated R. When you see in the commercial, it said rated R. Rated R means restricted. You got to be over 17 to see it. Why you would accompany a fucking 8-year-old little girl to see Deadpool? I don't know. And when those little kids are frightened by the shit that they see and they're screaming in the theater, and you're like, no, be quiet. What's your deal? What's your problem? I don't know. Maybe because an 8-year-old girl can't handle fucking a superhero in a tight red suit slicing someone's fucking head off. Or a metal man, a full metal man, meaning Colossus, for those who haven't seen them, for those who've seen the movie. If you haven't seen it, you should have saw it already anyway, so fuck you. But Deadpool socking Colossus in the nuts and breaking his wrist and all these dirty ass jokes. Why are you shocked? Why are you appalled? Why? This isn't the Avengers movie that we saw 2 summers. Of course not. It's called Deadpool. It's rated R, starring Ryan Reynolds. And I swear there was TV spots warning him, don't bring kids to this movie because this shit is not for children. But still, it's Marvel, it's Disney. They just went to Disneyland 2 days ago and Deadpool come out, so they go see Deadpool. And then you ruin these kids. You'll ruin these kids forever because they just saw a man in a red ninja outfit, basically, Ronin outfit, slice 10 guys' fucking nuts off. So, good parenting. But like I said, Deadpool was dope as fuck. And as I alluded to Star Wars was dope as fuck. That was another one. Like, that's how long we haven't done a podcast. Not being able to talk about Star Wars, but everyone saw Star Wars. It broke all kind of numbers. It's up there in the top, some odd top 10 movie of all time. So Star Wars did his thing. J.J. Abrams, he did his shit. It was a Star Wars movie. Space, battle, fight, the Force. Overcoming like these crazy obstacles, these crazy villains, and of course leaving it open for a next one. It was Star Wars. That's the formula, the recipe for Star Wars movies, and he did it. It looked great, sounded great. The fresh faces, the fresh new faces. I'm not really good with names, but they're even saying the young lady is they want her to be in the Tomb Raider reboot, which I think would be a great idea. I think she embodies especially the new Lara Croft we have this kind of early 20s Lara Croft that we have with the games that just recently came out these last couple of years. But they did their shit, man. They did their thing. Like, they embodied their characters too. I like it when the new actors realize that they're a part of something big and they take their shit seriously instead of taking it like, oh, well, I'm the shit. They wanted me to be in it. I like when the young actors take that shit very seriously and understand the tradition of what they're being asked to be a part of. So they did a good job with that. There's so much other shit. There's so much other shit since like I've been saying it this whole time since recording. It's been such a long time since we've. And I'm gonna say we've because Alex is coming back soon. I don't give a fuck. Get out of Kansas City, bro. There's nothing to do. If you're not kicking it with fucking Tech 9, there's no reason for you to be out there. So, anyways, and Craig, no shade, though. If you're listening, Craig, no shade thrown, but so much other shit we got to get into. This will probably be part 1. I don't know how long this one is going on. 22 minutes right now. My phone's on 1%, gonna die soon. So this is part 1. I'm gonna record part 2. Dive into some video game talk. Some other shit. How Snapchat is crazy blowing up. DJ Khaled's everywhere. Just saw this nigga on the Ellen show. Shit's madness right now. This is part 1 of the return of the Rotation podcast. I am A. Kane, your host. Alex Valdez will be back soon, maybe some months from now, a couple months. I'm hoping sooner than that. And this is part 1. So part 2 will be recorded shortly. Catch you guys later in a little bit. Let me get my phone juiced up and I'll record part 2 and we'll dive into some more shit. Alright? Peace. You're listening to The Rotation.